Hi, Nicole Beckelman and Rihanna Dazan here, reporting for West Coast Elite Basketball.
Today we are joined with special guest, 7-foot senior at Minnehaha Academy, Chet Holmgren, also the #1 player in the nation for the class of 2021, and he will also be making an appearance at the Elite 100 at the end of this month.
So Chet, I know we've been in a global pandemic for the past 6-7 months. So how has this pandemic affected your game? Or in other words, what is the biggest challenge this pandemic has presented you with?
The biggest challenge would probably be, that it's a pandemic. So it's kind of shut everything down, kept us from playing. But with it, I kind of found the blessing and the curse, just being able to take the time, the added time that it gave me and work on my body and my strength.
And we see that you have quite a few offers, but you've only took one official visit. I believe it was to Gonzaga. Is this because of, you took two?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it because of COVID restrictions that you've only
taken? Yeah. I was going to try and take all 5 of mine this year, but the NCAA pushed it back so there's no visits until 2021. They'll probably push it back again, so I don't think I'm going to take any more.
So I see you kind of narrowed your college list down to about 7 schools: Michigan, Minnesota, Gonzaga, Ohio State, Georgetown, Memphis, and North Carolina. So what exactly are you looking for in a school?
Just looking for fit, really. How I fit in with not only the players, but the coaches, offensively and defensively. How I fit into the school, with my peers that I'm going to be spending however long I'm on campus with them, and that's pretty much like the biggest factors. There's an endless list of things that goes into it, but those are the big ones.
Okay, what's like your top 3 biggest factors?
Fit. They all have to do with fit, really. But there's a lot that goes into it. They all got to do with fit, really.
Okay.
What about like weather? Does weather affect anything?
No, because I grew up in Minnesota, so like I'm prepared for pretty much anything. Yeah. So I mean, it's cool to go somewhere warm and sunny, but at the end of the day, I'm focused on basketball, not the beach or anything.
So I want to talk to you about last year when I saw you at the Steph Curry camp. You hit
Steph. You were there?
Yes, I was.
Where?
Yes. But I saw you and you hit him with a little in and out behind the back move and you dunked. Well, that's pretty sick. I mean, no one can say they've crossed Steph before. So what was going through your head during that moment? How did it feel to cross Steph at his own camp?
It's definitely fun to get to play against him. You always want to play against the best, compete against the best, and it doesn't get much better than unanimous MVP, back-to-back MVP, multiple-time champion. So it's definitely a lot of fun. But in the moment, it was just kind of basketball. I wasn't really focused on who was guarding me, who I was playing. It wasn't until after I came out of the game when I kind of realized what just happened. It was definitely a great experience.
So when you crossed Steph, you weren't juiced in the moment? You were just
I was juiced because I just did a good move, came down the middle, and just two-hand hammered it. But who was guarding me didn't really factor into that. It was just a great play.
Okay, light work.
So from watching that video of you crossing up Steph to watching your highlight reel of just you having these amazing dunks, what do you think the best part about your game is? You're obviously very versatile, but then again, you are 7 feet, so you obviously dominate the paint. But I want to hear from your perspective. What do you think is the best part about your game?
Yeah, I think you said it. My versatility. Just being able to do whatever my team needs me to do in any situation, offensively or defensively. And I think that shows a lot in the way I play.
Do you have any favorite post moves?
Post moves? Whatever gets a bucket is my favorite move. So, it changes a lot. It depends on what the defense does, how they're playing me.
Do you have any personal goals for your senior year? What kind of statement are you trying to make for yourself?
Basically just go out and show everybody, I'm better than you, and hopefully not lose a game. That's always the goal. The end goal is always to win. How realistic it is to win every single game my senior year, I don't know, but that's what we're going to strive for.
Cool. All right, let's get to know you outside of basketball a little bit. What do you do when you're not practicing or in the gym lifting weights?
Uh, Play a lot of Call of Duty, hang out with my friends. You know, it kind of depends on the season because when you're in Minnesota in winter, you can't really do a whole lot. Like in the summer, you know, there's a lot of lakes here. You know, go to the beach, hang out. But in the winter, it's pretty much just video games, friends, and basketball.
It snows in Minnesota, right?
It snowed like 3 weeks ago.
I mean, we're from Cali, so we don't really see snow that much.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
it's
if I
hard to
lived in the
believe.
snow, I'd be making snowmen and having snowball fights.
I mean, but all right, it's fun for the first like 10 years of your life, and then it kind of gets old once you start to
Okay.
get old. And like, yeah, it got old after a while.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so on a more serious note, you know, this has not been a normal year by any means, but also there's been a lot of protests for social injustice, you know, with the Black Lives Matter movement, and also a lot of professional athletes using their platforms to speak on this. What have you done to maybe help the Black Lives Matter movement, or how do you plan to use your voice or your platform to help these social injustices?
Yeah, you said it. Just knowing that I have a pretty big platform, pretty big following, and that I can reach out and touch a lot of people. Just try and use that platform to make a positive change. You know, however little it is. You know, if it's making a post here or a post there. You know, going out and making an appearance here to help out for what I believe in. You know, all the little things add up to be a big importance.
That's great to hear. So now we're going to ask you some fun questions. Is there a player that you look up to or idolize?
You know, I try not to idolize, you know, players or celebrities and stuff, but there's definitely different traits that I take from a lot of different players. I don't think I could say one, but if I really had to, I'd definitely say Kevin Durant.
Okay, NBA young boy or Gunna?
Young boy. I don't even listen to Gunna. I listen to one song by him.
Okay.
Okay, what are your favorite pair of basketball shoes you own?
I own either my Kobe 4 Protros or my Aunt Pearl KD 12s.
This question is always up to debate, but who do you think is the GOAT of basketball?
I think at their peak, I'd go with Michael Jordan. But who's got the best, like the greatest legacy of all time? You gotta go with LeBron. Nobody's done it as long as he has at his level.
Well said.
What's your pregame meal?
You know, I usually go big on the carbs. It depends because, especially with AAU and stuff, everything's last minute. So, I mean, you don't get to get the same thing every time. But I usually try to go with some type of pasta like chicken Alfredo or spaghetti or something.
If you could have any superpower, what would you choose?
That's a hard one. There's a lot. Either super strength or actually no. I'd definitely fly if I could. Definitely fly.
That'd be dope.
What's the first thing you'd do if you won the lottery?
I'd buy some shoes and then I'd invest. I'd invest most of it.
Shoes before a car?
I mean, yeah.
Your celebrity crush?
You consider yourself a celebrity?
No.
Never mind then. I don't think I got one.
No celebrity crush?
Mm-mm.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know that many celebrities. I don't pay attention to celebrities like that.
Okay, and we have one last question for you. What are you most excited for at the West Coast Elite 100 camp?
Just getting to have fun and play against some great competition.
Cool. All right, well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview with us.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.
Best of luck.